AI is on the cusp of revolutionizing the world, yet nobody knows how. Some folks see the rapid progress of the past year as an opportunity to break free of creative constraints, automate mundane labor, and unlock novel ways of learning and teaching. Others fear AI's negative impact on our lives, how it can circulate disinformation, dismantle jobs, and even pose safety risks if left unchecked. The question of how to handle this emerging tech has wrangled top leaders, lawmakers, and researchers alike. Some, like OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, suggest that AI behemoths spearhead regulation to fend off perceived future threats, such as extinction risk. Yet others, like EU politicians, prioritize banning dangerous use cases in the present, although skeptics argue that this approach thwarts beneficial applications. Amidst all this, artists wonder if they'll be replaced by machines. To get a sense of how the masses perceive AI and what they seek from it, over 2,000 people were surveyed on their sentiments, impressions, and anxieties regarding AI. The results paint a picture of an innovative yet uncertain technology, an object of awe for some, sheer dread for others, and great hope for what it could yield. AI is rapidly infiltrating every nook and cranny. Its image generators and language models are at the heart of burgeoning startups, fueling features in our favorite apps, and perhaps more vitally, steering conversations not just in tech circles but throughout society at large. People fret over the possibility of high schoolers cheating with ChatGPT, being duped by AI-produced pictures, and being ripped off or even outright replaced by artists. That said, the reach of these tools remains relatively limited, at least in the field of dedicated AI products, and use of them is mostly concentrated among younger users as well. Only 1 in 3 people has sampled an AI-powered tool, and most are unfamiliar with the startups and companies that produce them. Yet despite the innumerable upstarts in the AI realm, it's still been big tech that has chiefly steered the discussion. OpenAI is a notable exception, but due to its market capitalization and contract with Microsoft, some people consider it part of the corporate club. AI tools can be pretty confusing, even for those of us who work with them every day. Is something considered an AI tool just because it's established software with added features like text suggestion in Gmail or image generation in Photoshop? It's hard to say. But one thing we do know is that people have high hopes for AI. In fact, almost 3/4 of folks think AI will have a significant impact on society in the future, way more than other exciting tech like electric vehicles or NFTs. So what's all the fuss about? A lot of it has to do with generative AI, which can help you create everything from music to videos and even written content. It's pretty impressive stuff, and these tools are quickly being integrated into professional systems like WordPress and Photoshop. Even so, you generally need to keep an eye on things to get the most out of them. People are using AI tools in all sorts of ways, from tinkering with photos to generating stories and more. One thing we found is that people using AI to create things they couldn't do otherwise. And with artwork being the most popular category within these creative fields, it's clear that AI is helping people push the boundaries of what's possible. Of course, there are concerns around the ethics of using AI in this way, particularly when it comes to collecting data without people knowing. But as AI continues to expand what we're capable of, there's no doubt we'll be hearing more about these issues in the future. Our survey reveals that people have mixed feelings about how to respond to ethical quandaries involving AI. While most think artists should get compensated when an AI tool clones their style, a majority also don't want these capabilities limited. In fact, almost half of the respondents tested the system by generating exactly this type of output. It's not just tech leaders who are interested in controlling AI tools. Over 3/4 of respondents agreed that regulations and laws need to be developed regarding the development of AI. The EU AI Act is currently in the works, while the US recently held hearings to develop its legal framework. Clearly, there's a strong demand for higher standards in AI systems and disclosure of their use. Labeling AI-generated deepfakes is widely supported, but many of the principles are difficult to enforce. The animal spirits surrounding AI are ambivalent but lean slightly toward pessimism. When it comes to predicting the effect of AI on society, people forecast all sorts of dangers, from job losses of 63% to privacy threats at 68% and government corporate misuse at 67%. These dangers are weighed more heavily than the potential positive applications, like new medical treatments at 51% and economic empowerment at 51%. People are pretty evenly split between worried and excited about the potential impact on their personal and professional lives and on society more generally. Often they're both. A surprising number of people also consider the more adventurous predictions for AI to be reasonable outcomes. 56% of respondents think people will develop emotional relationships with AI, and 35% of people are open to doing so if they were lonely. Many people in the AI world are warning about the existential risk posed by AI systems, the hotly contested idea that superintelligent AI could doom humanity. If they want to speak to the population, they'll find more than a few who agree, with 38% agreeing with the statement that AI will wipe out human civilization. Perhaps that's why more people are worried than not. Given the inherent unpredictability of AI, there's an undeniable excitement in pondering the possibilities. Nearly half of U.S. adults anticipate development of a conscious AI at some point in the future, with almost two-thirds approving attempts by companies to create one. If you're already overwhelmed with concerns surrounding AI, brace yourself for what's to come.